What's going on, guys? It's Greg from East Coast Eyes, and look, oh, you know what? I like to have people throw the gloves in. Carson, hit me with the gloves. Okay. What's going on, guys? Greg from East Coast Eyes, and welcome to the Maverick shift review. Really late on the throw. Okay, here's the... Damn. Get in there. Pop it up to me. Here it comes. Maverick shift review. Okay, this is the newest elite level glove from Maverick. They were kind enough to send it. And we're gonna give you everything you know about it. We've worn them a little bit, but not a ton, but we give you the basics. So they're 180 bucks, which is what a high-end pair of gloves cost these days. And they are, like everyone is moving to, this fully molded foam backhand. So you'll see you've got the Nikes and the SCXs to compare them to, but you're now seeing Warrior come out the Evo V, and also String King even has a pair of gloves that they're working on making that all have this one-piece molded foam on the backhand that people seem to love, that the STX Surgeon RZR pioneered. So I only found these in white, but they are available in custom. I have seen them do some splatter paint as well. That's one thing about the molded foam. Since it's mostly one piece on the back, usually they customize these gloves with all kinds of different piping and stitching all over the glove. You don't really get that custom option, so I think STX does some sort of fade spray paint, but mostly this big block is all gonna be one color, and then you get to pick a couple. So the gloves aren't nearly as custom as they used to be with this. These are the larges. They come in small, medium, large, and extra large. Larges fit me perfectly. And let's go down a couple of things they listed here. Number one is the speed fit. Maverick loves their little names for things. I think that's just that they're supposed to have a snug fit. Second one is Power Flex, which I think is supposed to be all the different sections. And finally, Connect Palm, spelled with a K. They always had to put Ks in things. I think that apparently this is much more durable. I really like the palm. You've got kind of all one piece all the way down to the thumb, and lots of perforation, and then little grippies at the top of the fingers, which both look nice and feel nice. Even with the holes in it, I guess it's more durable. A lot of companies like STX, they put a mesh section in, which is probably the least durable section of the glove. So they're going with perforated, this is probably Axe suede or some synthetic leather, the Connect Palm with a K. Okay, so putting them on, they are really comfortable. I think I love the molded foam gloves because they're super light, and they just have much more flexibility because you can take the finger down to what is about 7 pieces and get a lot of dexterity. And without breaking them in, since there's not nearly as much stitching, they're just really nice. These ones sit, I would say, a little flat on the top of the hand when they came, so I think you can solve that just by a little break-in. You can see there's a very thin piece of foam that connects all these, and I think just as you break that in all the different sections, it's gonna get really flexible. And they've also got a removable cuff, which I think is cool. So not everyone wants this second cuff protection. You can just undo these little clippies, and that section of the cuff slides right out. And then if you want a little less protection, maybe you're a D-pole, but maximum wrist flexibility, I mean, that's really nice the way this cuff bows out and not having that. You are leaving my poor little wrist exposed, but it is very comfortable. So you've got a molded foam here, stitching up here, nice silver Maverick. I mean, it's a sharp looking glove for 180 bucks. You kind of expect that it will be. A little pinky protection. For the most part, I don't really have much negative to say about it. Comparing it to the other brands, it's very similar to the STX. You can see in the number of finger splits in the backhand. Maverick's got ventilation up here, STX got ventilation up here. The thumbs are very similar. I mean, what you're gonna get into is just most of these molded foam gloves are gonna be really similar, but also really nice. I've worn these for a long time and I love them. Got the palms cut out, obviously, but we'll see how these hold up. Again, I don't think anyone would have any problem switching between them because they're really similar. I just don't think there's that much different, but they are really, really nice. So Maverick teams are probably pumped about this. They finally got the full molded foam tech. So overall, 180 bucks, but they feel really great. I think the only downside to this molded foam, and Winston probably knows this from facing off, I think he wore these some in college. These fingers, even just from a couple face-offs, they really start to get worn down. And you can see on mics are pretty chipped up. Winston, you tear yours up?
I had the coolest pair of STX razors my freshman year from college. And granted, they lasted me 2 years, but the thumb got blown off. The
Yeah.
pinky got blown off. Everything gone.
Lost whole fingers. I think that this foam,
I really like those gloves. gloves.
tends to get torn up. But what used to happen on old gloves is the stitching would pop. So you're not going to get stitching pops, and you might get the foam that wears down a little bit. So we're going to bring you guys reviews of the Evo V, the shrinking gloves, if and when they come out. And at the end, we'll probably do a big wrap up head to head who has the nicest molded foam glove on the market, and what will at that point probably be 2025. So thanks for watching. Leave any question. You have something?
Show them the hack that you can do with the cuff to, like, instead of doing a string, take the right glove.
Oh, yes.
Cuff out.
These don't come with a string, which I think is interesting because I don't really even use that. But if you want to put them on your stick, or you want to get this out of the way, Winston was proposing that you flip it to the underside. So you do still have somewhere to put your stick on your gear. You can flip it out, or if you want, they left holes, you can put a string. So thanks for watching. Leave comments if you have them. Stay tuned for more reviews. We're going to be banging them out week by week by week because we are in a big backlog. Ball in.